This is Down to the Wire 513.
Everybody else can shut up. It is time.
Ooh, Flyman ran.
Back in the building, man.
Yo, we in the building. We back.
Make sure y'all follow us on everything Down to the Wire 513. Yo, Down to the Wire 513, episode 381. Slowly creeping up on that 400, man.
I know 400 is coming very, very quickly. Very quickly.
The Taryn Bland, Josh Doc Evans.
Yes,
Fly
sir.
Man ran. He'll join us here in about 15 minutes.
Yeah, about 15 minutes for sure.
How you feeling, brother?
I'm good. I'm tired. You know, we grinding, but I'm good. What about you?
I need something to watch on TV, dog. Like this whole week waiting for the NBA Finals to
I
start.
know, bro. I hate that they started on third, but with the fires up tomorrow, and I think it's gonna be a good one. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. But before we get to that, we gotta obviously look back. Indiana, man, advanced to their first NBA Finals since the year 2000. Sheesh, 25 years ago. You said the Pacers, yeah.
Yeah, Pacers. I said Knicks, my bad. But
Yeah. And that was with Reggie Miller and them against the Lakers, right? Yeah, that's wow. Wow, that's exciting for the city of Indianapolis.
Nah, facts. So Pacers knocked off the Knicks game 6 on Saturday, 125-108. It was a good game for the first half, and then that third quarter has been the difference in the whole series for real.
Bro, you know, we talk about this time and time again on the show. Sometimes we all agree and sometimes we don't. Point guard just can't be your best player unless it's like the only person I seen where he's got so much more help was, you know, better team around him was Steph. But like Jalen Brunson can't be your best player. And that's not to take thing away from Jalen Brunson. He's a hooper, but that physicality and the things that you need to do night in and night out to, like, you know, sometimes to will your team to win, it's just harder for one of the smaller guys.
Oh yeah, and we talked about it last week. Like we said, in order for Indiana for the Knicks to even have a chance to even try to come back and force a game 7, Cat was going to have to be the best player.
Kind of like kind of like how he was in that third quarter on. I guess that would have been game 5, and it's just like, Cat ain't got that kind of oomph in him 2 games in a row. Yeah,
not a night in, night out basis. And then we talked about it, like, bro, Tibbs he went unconventional of what we used to Tibbs doing. Like Tibbs actually went to his bench. Like, and we know usually Tibbs don't even like to do that. So that was unconventional for him. And I think like at that point, like he was just trying to do everything he can to give his team a fighting chance. But I mean, at that point, it's kind of too late because you're throwing in guys who, in the biggest game of your season, try to save your season. They ain't using this big time pressure moments really.
Why you think he got fired? Is you think that's part of the reason that the team wasn't vibing with him?
Nah, I mean, obviously you talked to that report about Cat that came out immediately after the game. That was crazy, bro. Like. They saying that like Cat was like lacking defensively, and they didn't like how Cat played defense, like basically trying to single Cat out. Now, I'm honestly, bro, I just don't think Tibbs is just a good fit. Like his style of coaching is just a good fit. And basically, what I mean by that is just like say, I mean, we know what Tibbs' style is. Like he runs guys into the grounds. He likes to play his main guys heavy minutes. Although it didn't reflect in Game 6. Hell, Cat played the most minutes, and that was 38. But like I said, that was unconventional of him because he used to work running guys into the ground. But I think it's time in New York, man. 5 years, it's kind of crazy to say, like, even coming off the best year in 25 years that Knicks have had, you get fired. But
it's tough.
But you're only as good as the team you build around them. And if you look at the Knicks build, hell, they spent a bulk of their money in their fucking starting lineup. Like Brunson, it's not a max deal, but he's got a good chunk of money. You gave OG that damn contract. You traded for Cat's contract. You got Mikal Bridges. Like all those are starters. So if you got all that money invested in your starting lineup, yeah, of course your bench gonna be shitty. And obviously, as we see what the NBA Finals is, Pacers, Thunder, shit, they running 9, 10 guys, 10-man deep rotation.
Yeah.
But my thing is, I don't know who they can, because to your point, like I said, Brunson is still gonna be the head of the snake in New York. So it's like I don't know, like no matter who they bring in as the coach, you're still gonna need another consistent superstar on a night in night out basis, especially in the playoffs. We know Cat can ball in regular season, but
Right.
in the playoffs, Brunson gonna need that guy to he can rely on night in night out basis.
I agree. So it's just it's tough, and I don't know, bro. It's they missing a piece. I think about that team, and the only thing I can compare it with, superstar wise, player wise, is maybe like the Pistons that won that championship. That just Chauncey Billups is arguably the best player, but not really. They just need a more well-rounded team of guys that's gonna all show up if Jalen Brunson is gonna be your best player.
Yeah, everybody.
Where everybody's just hooping. It's like there's no guarantees.
Yeah, and like I said, when Brunson is out the game, like I said, you try to lean on Cat, but if Cat ain't got it going, then like I said, you're gonna need somebody to come in and step up. I mean, OG Anunoby, like I said, he had a great playoffs, but if you ask, like I said, all the NBA fans, you're not looking for OG to go in and be that go-to scorer. I say if he can get you 20 or 20 plus on a good night, hell, you take that. That's a great night. But you're not giving the ball to OG on the wing and say, hey, go rock out, go give me a bucket. I just don't like the way this team, the way this team is built now. Mikal, I know he's up. I think he's due for a contract this year, so it's going to be interesting to see if the Knicks give him a contract. But obviously, you got Brunson locked up, you got Cat locked up, you got OG not locked up. We'll see what they do with Mikal. I mean, and New York is not. Well, we say this. I said New York isn't like I said is a fun destination spot, but they always seem to have a hard time bringing that big time free agent to New York for whatever reason. It's gonna be tough next year. I mean, because honestly, the only reason if we're keeping the buck, the only reason they got this far this year, Jason Tatum got hurt. Do they beat a healthy Boston Celtics? Probably not. So now you got to go to a whole new next year, brand new coach, and hell, hoping that your team can stay healthy. Because hell, Jalen Brunson has had his injuries in the past. He's played through them, but he's had his fair of nagging injuries in the past. This is the healthiest he's been since he's been in New York. So Nick's going to have a lot to. They're gonna have a lot to think about, and obviously it doesn't help, like I said, with them firing Tibbs. But as one reporter said earlier, you don't fire a head coach if you don't already have somebody in mind. Now who that guy's in mind, I don't know. I've heard a lot of names. But to my point earlier, don't matter who you got as head coach. If Brunson is your go-to guy, you're going to need a consistent.
You're going to need more. You just need more. Like he's really 6'1", and he's an amazing ball player to be that tall. And it's like, I can't name a team where the point guard was the best player. Where the point guard was the best player. When you're talking about Magic Johnson, and when again he's a freaking nature.
I mean, last one that comes to mind for me, Steph, but even before that was Isaiah Thomas. But like I said, everyone knew they with the Pistons when they won back-to-back years. But like you said, everyone knew their role. And like I said, even Isaiah, like I said, he was the head of the snake. But like I said, they had a microwave Vinny Johnson to come off the bench to get you. He can go instant offense off the bench. They had guys like Bill Laimbeer, like I said, physical and show toughness in the paint. Like I said, that's the thing with the Julius Randle trade for the Cat. Like, yeah, they upgraded offensively, but hell, Randle provided that toughness for you in New York.
Yeah,
I mean, we seen that up in Minnesota this year. So, not sure, man. Like I said, I'm really not sure what the Knicks can do, but to be just 2 games away from the NBA Finals, man, that got to be tough. especially when you lose that.
Yeah.
Especially when you know you could have won. It's like I said, you don't blow a 20-point lead in game one. Hell, this series going 7.
Yeah. Yep. You speaking nothing but truth.
But I mean, we talk about New York, but hell, we got to give Indiana a lot of credit,
Oh,
man.
they balled out, man. Listen, they're playing really good basketball. I just don't know how they're winning like this, and everybody's like, I'm just looking at them. I just don't get it. Like, I don't get it. They not good to me, but they good, bro. Like, they good, but they not good to me.
I mean, it's
and for some reason, I don't know what the reason is, bro. I'm just a hater. I don't know if I like the Holla band and all that. I'm a hater, bro. I'm not a fan.
I don't like the nickname and shit. I mean, like, I know I see on Twitter like jokes of him like crashing into the towers and shit. I don't like the jokes of that, but what they doing, man, it's something. Like I said, it's just something new and something like that we haven't seen before. It's almost like when Golden State won their first title in 2015. Like that was just something new. That we haven't seen, like the whole small ball thing, and that dominated the NBA for the next 5-7 years. Like everybody try to go small ball.
I'm like rolling with, like, I'm a big OKC fan right now for the rest of this, this NBA year. You're allowed to do that for the finals. Hop on just so you know as you enjoy watching. So I'm a Thunder fan right now for sure. For the purposes of the finals only. But it is gonna be cool that we're gonna get a new champion. Like, that is exciting. That makes it fun to watch.
Well, it makes the diehards fun to watch. If you ask, like I said, the casuals only tune in. Oh, this is about to be a boring finals. The ratings about to be low. Look, I know we're gonna give our prediction. I'm at the spoiler. I think OKC is gonna win in 5. Honestly,
yep, for sure.
But I think all 5 games will be close and entertaining, fun games.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like Indiana will have a chance to win every single game, but I just think OKC is just honestly
it's a bad matchup for the Pacers. It's a bad. Well, and we'll get deeper into that, but it's a bad matchup for the Pacers.
Right? How do you feel that Pascal won? What did they name it with the Larry Bird?
The
award?
Eastern Conference MVP.
Yeah.
I thought he deserved it, but it was funny watching
Halliburton.
Halliburton get to walk up and he's like, yeah, nah, bro. When I look at first, I was like, nah. Then I looked at the stat line and I was like, whoa, yes. Yeah,
I think it was. I compared it to I forget what year, maybe the second year when Golden State won with KD, where it could have been Steph or KD.
Yeah.
But Steph had he had a bad game 3 or a bad shooting night game 3, and when KD was on that night. I think that was the same thing here with Halliburton. When they lost to the Knicks in game 4, Halliburton struggled, but Siakam put up decent numbers, and I think that was the difference in the voting. But NBA, bro, like I said, they don't know. I mean, they got too many damn awards. Like, don't nobody give a damn about this Eastern Conference MVP for real award. I think
it's more for the players though, and I only say that because it's like, they're the people that. What's the right way? They're just the people that get the bonuses and stuff like that for it, and none of us really care though. I mean, how could we?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you just added an award. You know how many times a Mike or a Bron, Kobe, Steph could have won that damn award if they would have introduced it 10 years ago? Like, now y'all just adding shit, just be adding shit for no reason.
Thanks.
But it is what it is. But yeah, Pascal Siakam, man, he balled. But that's the thing I like about this Indiana Pacers team. You never know on a night in, night out basis who's going to be that guy.
True. I think Shea gonna have a really big series here. I like the way he plays basketball. I'll be honest, I really didn't get into his game to his game before these playoffs started. Now I'm locked in. Like he's nice.
Yes,
and he play a really smooth game. Like his game real fluid. It's real smooth.
Mm-hmm.
Like and I like that.
Very smooth. Like I said, when he's out, it don't even he's trying.
You be like, damn, he had 40.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, unlike where Kobe is dunking on boys, and he'll dunk on you too. But you know what I mean. Where it was like Kobe's and even sometimes KD's wasn't. KD would have a smooth. That's a good one. A smooth 30. Like, damn, he had that much. I didn't even realize it. But it ain't even like a LeBron or something. Because when LeBron got a lot of points, you just have a tendency like, yeah, the boy he's balling. You be like, did Shea have that good of a game? Damn, he had 35. He was actually eating. Like
that's one thing about Shea. He is not gun shy. Like he's gonna have he's efficient on most nights, but some nights he'll have 35 and it take like 25 shots. It's like, God damn,
but it just don't feel like a lot though. Like where I don't know, like they good shots, so it's not you're not looking at it all crazy. Like where sometimes Steph, he has 35 and you know it because he's shot from half court 3 or 4 times. You know what I'm saying? You like, damn, I know he's balling right now. Shea's game is real smooth. I mean, I guess that's a good transition into to talking about, the finals. We already here. I didn't get to say too much. The Timberwolves, just to give my take real, very, very briefly, Ant-Man and the crew disappointed me. That was low effort. The Thunder should win, but they should not have been 40, like a 40-point balance, and they end up losing by 30, I think, or did it?
The last game, yeah. It wasn't even like we knew after the first quarter.
Yeah, after the first, I mean, at one point they was down 40 points, and they're better, but they wasn't that much better, and it just gave effort, and Ant-Man he'll get there. But he ain't there yet where it's like he got to a point where we ain't losing. And you can still lose where you got that energy.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I didn't feel that from him watching that game where it's like, we're not losing. And sometimes you still lose and that's okay. But I didn't get that kind of urgency. Yeah, if you know what I mean, so like that kind of urgency, like we're not losing this game. So even if you come up short.
So I just bring it back. So I forgot we were on last week during the game. And we were still gonna, bro. They had 9 points in the first quarter, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like with Anthony Edwards, that's unacceptable in a closeout game. Even if you lose, I need to see you. Even if it's in the first half and the second half, because sometimes we watch second halves get out of hand, and where we like, look, at least he did his part. I can't say that about that game. It just didn't look that way to me.
Yeah.
But I'll leave it at there. I mean, he got some growing to do, and he got a lot more time. What's this? His 5th season?
He came out in 2020, so his 6th season. Yeah.
Time flying, bro.
Yeah.
So he got a lot of room for growth, and he's gonna have a great career. But he just, in a game like that, you gotta like give it your all. And that's just where I'm at. But I'm not upset. They were never going to beat the Thunder. And realistically, who they played before then? They played
they beat was it Denver? No, okay.
No. OKC beat Denver.
OKC beat Denver. They beat Golden State.
Yeah, and if you ask me, I think they really got lucky that Steph got hurt, and that's just my opinion. That could just be fanboy stuff because it looked like Golden State was about to go on I had them going on a run to go ahead and try to surprise the world, but I mean it didn't turn out the way I think. They just. What do you think they missing? Real quick, what do you think?
Who, Minnesota?
Yeah.
They are missing. We talked about it. We talked about it a little bit on Friday. They are missing. They need another point guard because Mike Conley, his time is up. Like I said, God bless.
It's time for him. I'm okay with him staying, but it's time to come off the bench.
Come off the bench or just be that voice, that veteran presence.
Yeah, I'm good with that too. I would literally like to see him have a chance at the championship. Go ahead, I'm with that.
We also said they got to find some way to get off fucking Rudy Gobert's contract because he's like his style of big just doesn't work anymore. Like he's just
like in the NBA or just not for this team.
Not for this team, not as a start. Like you can't just be a rim protector. Like I said, he can come in and spell a guy like, hey, if our starter needs a blow, yeah, Rudy come in, give you 10, 15 minutes off the bench. But he can't.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, it's tough in today's NBA. He would have fit right in your. I don't know how good he would have been, but he'd have fit right in the 2000s kind of years.
2000s, yeah.
Yeah. But
now
he can't. He clogs up the middle because he can't shoot at a little bit. He can't shoot a mid range
at all.
Like
can't shoot at all.
I like Rudy. I mean, I like Rudy, but it's hard because he plays such good defense. But on other nights, he gets torched by some of them big name guys, and he doesn't do enough for me. So I'm with you guys.
Which is still sucks that he gave our Lakers 27-20 to eliminate us that last night. That was, I mean, or that last game.
When I see stuff like that, I say effort. Yeah. That tells me effort, because what he will do on certain nights when he gets, that means he's outworking everybody on the floor. Because a guy like him don't necessarily get hot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Rebounds is about effort. So that means he's just outworking everybody.
Mm-hmm. And then last thing we said about Minnesota, we said that obviously going back to them needing a guard, we said they need to possibly make a call to San Antonio about getting one of their guards, either Stephon Castle, De'Aaron Fox, or if they draft Dylan Harper, the kid from Rutgers, coming out and draft this year. Because
I heard a rumor Garland could end up there, Cleveland.
What is it, down San Antonio? Minnesota.
Mm-hmm. Nothing. Same. Just one of them NBA guys that was saying that, the small rumors, because we coming up close to the free to draft night, so a lot of them type of trades will be in the air.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I mean, depending what you can get back for them. That could work. Julius, Garland, and he'll be an upgrade over Mike Conley just because he's younger. But I still don't. But that still, in my opinion, that still wouldn't be enough for Minnesota.
Not enough. He averaged 20 and, if you round up, 21-7 this past season on 47% field goal. That's not bad for a point guard, actually. He had a pretty solid season.
Yeah, but he had to almost think he was arguably the number 2 option in Cleveland. If he goes to Minnesota, he's definitely going to be the 3rd option behind Ann and Julius Randle.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So.
They still need a lot, but I mean, shout and I mean, like I said, even though he going on finishing his 6th year, back-to-back Western Conference Finals appearances.
I think for more than anything, that the way Ant should be looking at this is they asked him, was he upset about not? He's like, nah, I got a lot more years to be doing this, but I think it's a missed opportunity, because the chances of playing no Giannis or no Jason Tatum or no any of the best players really aren't in the finals on the east side of the world this year. This time, like Halliburton is a beast. He's nice, but when you think of the best players in the East, he's not one of the first guys to come to mind. And that's no disrespect to him.
But look at his path during the West. I mean, you got an old Lakers team in the first round. And then, like I said, Steph got hurt in the second round, and then you didn't have to play. You didn't have to go through Jokic this year. You didn't have to go through Kawhi and the Clippers and them this year. So, like I said, you had to take these opportunities.
You got to take these opportunities, because they probably lose to the Pacers, but like they got a shot against the Pacers. I'm not going. They got a shot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's like that Pacers. I mean, if they were to play the Pacers, like I said, Pacers isn't unbeatable. I think that'd be a more interesting finals than what we're about to get. Like I said, I think OKC wins in 5, but
let's get there then. Let's perfect transition, my brother. OKC Pacers tip off tomorrow, 8:30, game 1 in Oklahoma City. I also have Oklahoma in 5. I mean, he said it, so I ain't gonna hide the ball. That's what I got as well. I think Shai's gonna win Finals MVP. And what he said, like T said earlier, I think it's going to be – we're going to enjoy it. We're going to – as hoop fans, you're going to enjoy this. this 4-1. It's gonna be closer games. I'm hoping that it ends up being like the Thunder, if they win 2 games, the Pacers come in and win 1. I don't want it to be 3-0, and then the Pacers come and win 1, because then it's just like, we're not. It's not as interesting.
We want to win. We give y'all game 4 because we want to win on our home court. Like
yeah. I don't want that kind of like what they did that one game where they got out there and got 50 piece by the Timberwolves, and it's like they're clearly not hooping right now.
Right.
Like they're clearly not even trying, guys. I don't want that. But I think it's gonna be, if you're a bad fan of basketball, I think it's gonna be exciting because everybody out there is gonna be very hungry. Because who all has a championship on the team? I mean, both teams. Alex Caruso, Pascal Siakam.
That's it.
I think that's it. So none of the stars have championships, and I don't think this is going on either side is going to be an easier championship series to run. Like if you're looking at it this year, this is like where you're like, hey, this is my one.
Mm-hmm.
And I think both sides should be feeling that way.
Well, yeah, more especially Indy. Like I said, even though I said I'm going OKC in 5, but Indy, like OKC, like I said, they're built for the long call. Where like if they win this year, they could get 2 or 3 more, not in a row, but like they can win a few more.
Easily. Yeah, like I agree with that.
You said so, yeah. But if you're Indy, you gotta like I said, you didn't have to go through Boston this year. You beat a limping Milwaukee team this year, like I said, the Knicks. So like I said, everything worked out for you this year. So you had to capitalize while you can.
And I just wouldn't see them making it back next year. It seems like the Pacers don't make it back. Even if they were to win the championship, they will not make it back next year. And I feel pretty comfortable and confident saying that.
Right here, look at it. Yeah, it took 25 years just to get back to it. So like,
it's tough. That's what I'll be expecting. It's not easy to make it to the finals either, though. You know what I'm saying? It's like this is elite basketball, and sometimes you need stuff to work in your favor, and it did. So, I'm hoping it's 6 games, honestly, because that's just a little bit more competitive.
I'm hoping for the best outcome possible. Shit, I will gladly, if it goes 7, I will gladly come on here and say, "Hey, Indy, I'm sorry, I was wrong about y'all. Y'all actually have a shot to win it." But like I said,
bro, I don't know why I hate the Pacers so much, bro. I don't know, bro. But nah, bro, I don't know what it is, bro. I was telling my dad about it. I was like, he's like, why not? You normally cool with the Pacers. You like them? I'm like, I know. I don't like the hype. I don't know what it is, bro. I can't. If somebody told me to explain it to you, like you right now, I can't, because I don't know why I don't like that team.
Damn. Like I said, I like to your point earlier. Like I said, I love it because, like I said, two new teams in the championship. Yeah. One of these teams is about to win a first ever NBA championship in history.
Yeah,
I'm here for it.
I'm here for it too. And it's like it couldn't have been a better year. The only other team that I would have liked to see right now winning, and you already know, Golden State. I mean, the Lakers too, but I'm like still kind of like a LeBron hater. But it just is what it is. I've been honest about it on the show. But I would like to see I'd like to see the Lakers win next year too, though. I mean, obviously we Lakers fans, so. I hear LeBron James. Did you guys talk about that? He's going to opt in.
Yeah. Now we ain't talk about the room. Him expecting an opt in. I mean, that ain't gonna do nothing. That ain't gonna do nothing but cripple us even more.
I just, and this is just getting off topic just a little bit. I mean, because I know we're talking about the finals, but I don't understand LeBron. In this sense, or maybe he just feels like his legacy is not gonna get any better. But to me, he's a billionaire. Why not just take a little pay cut so you got a better chance of getting a ring you only got a year. We talked about this. Like, you only got a year left. It's like, year or two. Mm. Why not take a little, because you don't need the money. And you could get hurt right now and you're going to be rich for the rest of your life still. And he won't even tell you that he doesn't. If he wants a chance of being really called like the undeniable GOAT, I think he needs another, like, just to end the conversations. for a lot of people, he needs another ring. I just don't understand it. But hey, I also ain't mad at him for saying he's gonna get his money.
Yeah, I mean, we on this show, we all about players getting their money. But if Bron, if you gonna get this money, opt in, then don't complain, don't bitch about the team.
Yeah, that's all. I feel the same way. Yeah, don't complain that they can't go out and buy Rudy Gobert out of contract. You know, something like that. You know, I'm playing obviously, but you can't complain about stuff like that.
Yeah, if you ain't gonna do this, that will help the team. Like I said, put yourself in whatever best position possible to win another championship. Like I said, yeah, okay, we got Luka, cool. You know, he's locked up, good. But we need another a big man. We know we need another a wing. Like we need help. We need bench help. Like if you about to haul 50-something million this year,
he top 3 player all time. Like, and that's not arguable. It's like, come on, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Let's like. You got, I don't know. He just players at this point in their career when they have a chance to win. We've seen from most, and I can't stress, and I'm not mad at him for this. Just what I value, and maybe I'm wrong because I ain't never made that kind of money before, and never will. But I just think that a guy like LeBron James would just be like, "Hey, look, maybe I'll take 40." And it's like not because he ain't worth the other amount, it's because he just wants to win, like a chance at one more real shot at winning.
Yep.
But I'm not mad at him for getting his money either. But I'm with you. If you're gonna get your money, I don't want to see them Instagram posts and all that. We need that. Nah, like you kind of crippled us just, you know. So just take your money and play hard and, you know, have it end your career on a high note.
Hell, you already, low-key, you're already crippling us with you already getting Bronny guaranteed $9 million or a guaranteed roster spot on the team. So like you're already crippling this all, dog.
And I feel like the Lakers should, when they get to like, look, bro, you got to take that into account. And that's some of the money that should probably come out your pocket. Like not even it's like because it's real though, because he wouldn't be on any other NBA team without LeBron's backing. And it's not a shot at Bronny. But let's just look at every other player that's been picked.
We're all for nepotism, like we said. We have to
like,
use this power, but still.
Like, but look at every other league. I mean, draft. What was he picked? Was he picked last or second to last or some
Bronny,
55th pick or
55th.
Something like that? I don't know where that landed. But if you look at the 55th pick in almost every single draft, I can guarantee you they haven't made that kind of money. Not
their first year. Not a guarantee. Not their first year. Hell nah.
So I think he needs to look at the Lakers and take that because I think they've done right by him in that regard. So it's like just show us a little love so we can come back and we can win some games.
And obviously we know the cap is going to go up too this year. So I hope the reports are false that he does opt out and like I said, takes a little less to give the Lakers a good shot at winning because we all about winning championships in LA. So we'll see. Free agency is a little under a month away. A week after the NBA draft. So we'll make sure I keep y'all up to date here, right here on Down to the Wire 513. But to the Pacers Thunder finals, I think Pacers have to still if they want any shot, they got to win game 1 tomorrow.
Yeah, they got to go and come out and smack them in the mouth. But if they do, I think it's going to kind of be like the Lakers 76ers type of situation. Remember, they had swept everybody. And we're like, hey, this is going to be the first time everybody. Yeah, Iverson, we ain't having none of that, dog. None.
Actually, no, I don't think so. Like, I mean, I think if Indiana wins game 1, then I think we'll get 6 games.
Oh, 6 games for sure. I'm still going with OKC.
Yeah, OKC for sure. Yeah, I'm not changing my pick, but it's like, okay, Indiana, they ain't back, and neither should they. But like, okay, we about to get a long, drawn out series. It's gonna be a dog fight. So
I'm actually excited for it. This is the NBA finals I've been more excited because while I think OKC is going to win, if you told me that the Pacers were going to win too, or like I like went into a coma or something, woke up, knock on wood, that for some reason that was like I couldn't watch it, I wouldn't be surprised if you told me the Pacers won either.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
I'm picking OKC all the way, and I just like, oh, not like, oh shit, the Dallas Mavericks beat Miami Heat, and ain't one of those to me, because if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure Miami in that year was heavily favored.
Heavily favored. Yes. Yep.
Yeah. So it wouldn't. I wouldn't feel that way. I just like, oh, the Pacers pulled off a little upset. Cool.
Upset. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, because if you look at Vegas, they ain't supposed to win. They ain't even supposed to be in this for real. Like Vegas got.
I already know. Like, yeah. So it's gonna be interesting. I'm excited as a basketball fan to watch. It's one of the more excited I've been for. It is cool to start seeing newer champions, so we can really start to build new superstars. Because
that's the main thing too.
Our superstars are aging out.
Yeah, we can't. I mean, let's say we know. Like I said, we know. If you want to still name Bron, Steph, KD, like I said, the face of the league, cool. But they, like I said, we've been saying their best years are behind them. It start looking towards the future. And what better way?
But it's hard with guys like that because they still drop 40.
They do.
Yeah, so but with this makes it easier to look towards the future. Like, this is the first time, like we've talked in a while, where it's not a clear-cut passing of the torch. You went from Dr. J to MJ to Kobe and Shaq to LeBron to who you thought was going to be the face or the next major player. Right now, we got really good players, but it's not clear. It's like, hey, look, this is the guy.
But honestly, I said this on Friday, like, bro, like the NBA, NBA has always had their like I said, their talent spread across the league, right? But right now, bro, like I said, with it's being almost such an even playing field, like I said, with superstars, right? Who really cares who the face of the league is? Because if we being a buck, like they're gonna try to make, like, I guarantee they are hoping Cooper Flag comes in and is that guy, because they want him to be the face. Because Zion, he ain't gonna be the face no more with all the scandal shit.
Zion got the ability too. He just can't stay healthy, and he got other issues.
Off the court issues. Ja off the court issues. I mean, like I said, he's been better the past year, but still, that's going to stay over his head.
I mean, I don't care who the face is, but it was like, you didn't have to. That wasn't even if we were having a podcast, had a podcast in 2000. Let me see, 98. If that was a thing, or 2000, we wouldn't be asking who's up next. Like, who's the next guy? We're not asking that question. We're like, it's Kobe.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying this is the first time in a long time that you're just not like, hey, yeah, it's Shea.
But also, but also it's different. It's different just because, like I said, because the European guys are dominating. Like I said, all those guys have been American. We've seen them since high school. We've been following them since high school. Like, we ain't know Jokic, Luka, Giannis when they was overseas. We didn't follow them, but now they are the best players in the league. So it's like, yeah, we didn't see their journey. I said we seen Jordan's journey from Carolina. We seen Shaq's journey at LSU, Bron from high school, Kobe from high school, etc., etc. We don't get now the guys who are supposed to be the face of the league. Hell, even if you look at Shea and Ant, ain't nobody watch Ant at Georgia thinking he was gonna be the face of the NBA. Ain't nobody thinking Shea was gonna be the face of the NBA at Kentucky. So like now these guys are just coming in and being the best players in the league. So it's like the people are catching up to getting to know these guys, and that's part of it too. You gotta be relatable, gotta be marketable, which they are marketable, but we need to know your backstory too.
I agree. And I'm not sure why, and I don't really want to get into it. It's like they don't seem as marketable as your Vince Carters and your Kobe's, though. And I only bring up Vince Carter because it's just like he was a very marketable guy, and he wasn't the best player, but it was just like it's something different. And we talked about it a lot. I think it has a lot to do with social media and stuff too. And like I said, we don't got to get into it. But like Who's the last NBA player that did a McDonald's commercial, or is that even a thing anymore?
Yeah, I don't think I don't even think they do, but
yeah, I mean, that used to be a really big thing.
Good thing, yeah.
You know, I'm curious now. I'm gonna Google that. Like, what NBA players?
But also too, and I don't know if it's just maybe the game today, but like, and like I said, we sound like the old head. We sound like the unks and that shit. But like you brought up Vince Carter. Like Vince did something that no one else in the league did. Like Vince was a amazing dunker. Like I said, we had great, like Kobe could dunk, T-Mac, like all them, they could dunk, but like nobody, like Vince was that nigga when it came to dunking. Like that was his specialty. Shaq, wasn't nobody dominating 7-1 like him. Like I said, we had the guys who had different sips, was dominant at one skill set. Now it's like everyone is, and now today's game, it's really everybody's just really playing all the same, really. I mean, because it's really all about shooting threes, and if you ain't get threes, you try to get to the rim and layups. It's like I said, no mid range, no king of the mid range for real. AI back in the day, all about crossing you up and putting you on a highlight reel.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, like that's true. That it was like somebody was doing something that was kind of new, and that's probably why Steph blew up the way he did too. Though, you know,
wasn't nobody pulling up from 30. I mean, we had a few.
Not unless it was a desperation shot. And it's like, he's shooting these regularly.
Right. Yeah. Like shit, game on the line. Shit, 10 seconds on the clock. I'm pulling from half court, like. And it's like, you really like, oh shit, he made it. Like, yeah. But now, I mean, no, I think that's the difference. But I'm excited for this NBA Finals tomorrow. And honestly, bro, like I said, I think like Shea is really I would say Shea is the only superstar in this game. Like I said, I'm not even naming Halliburton. I wouldn't even put Halliburton. We talk about not even putting Halliburton in the superstar category.
Yeah, Halliburton, he just ain't there yet.
But I don't think he's gonna get there. I think his ceiling is in all, it is an all-star. It's all-star level.
Was Reggie Miller a superstar?
No.
Oh yeah. Well then there he goes. I think Reggie Miller is his ceiling. But Reggie Miller was also very polarizing because he was the way he was hitting them threes, and he was hitting them like other people wasn't at the time.
Mm-hmm. So, nah, man, I can't wait for tomorrow. 8:30 tomorrow. Like I said, I just want good games.
Yep,
great games, great matchups. It's style makes fights because Indiana, and it's gonna be high scoring. So people who like to see high scoring games, this is the finals for you because I think it will be like like the scoring will be like the 110s in every game. Like it's gonna be a lot of scoring. Indiana like to get the ball and run. OKC can get the ball and run, but they can also slow it down too. So it's interesting to see how what style they want to play.
Yeah. Yep. I agree. I'm with you.
This is, I see at the bottom. I think our third member of our crew is hopping on. Let's see, he's in here. What's going on, brother?
Yeah, how y'all feeling, brothers?
What's going on, dog?
I'm chilling, man.
Chilling, man. Chilling.
How was dinner?
Hey, it was cool, man. I had to celebrate Big Bro's birthday, man. So
okay, happy birthday.
Hey, T, he better than me. Once it hit 9:30 and I told you I'm hopping on, I'm like, yeah, them boys got it.
I got home. I said, let me see. Let's my nigga still on real quick. I say, let me hop on here real quick.
I'll be like, them boys got it. I missed the day.
Well, Doc, I also I love you, brother, but I know you too. I know you'd had a few beverages in too, though.
Yeah, man. When it's like that,
I know Ram maybe had one, maybe two, but Doc,
I had a couple, but
I know Doc,
feeling good. Doc be a whole bottle in by the time I said I was getting
not as much this year, but in the past, I will say yes. I I done cut down on my drinking significantly, but yes, before this year, yes. Should I get there? I'm like, yeah, it's just over. Who's gonna win it, bro? We already called it out. I don't know if you got to listen in, but we both picked Thunder in 5. What are you picking?
All right. Yeah, I actually agree. Thunder in 5.
Tell us why.
They just have a little bit too many answers for everything that the Indiana Pacers do. Pacers are I think it's gonna be a fun matchup to watch first and foremost. I think it's gonna be a fun series to watch. I know it's not the the sexy series, as you want to say, for the casual fans, because you don't got the fanfare with either team. But if you like good basketball, you like fun basketball, it's gonna be a fast-paced series. Should be high-scoring games, hopefully. But I think Thunder are just too good defensively for Indiana. I think they will be able to slow down Tyrese Halliburton with Lou Dort. Lou Dort is a defensive demon, bro. Like demon. And they got Case and Wallace to throw at him too. As well as SGA, Caruso. They're gonna throw multiple bodies at SGA. At Tyrese Halliburton. So, that's gonna be the key for the Thunder. They're gonna have to keep Indiana off of the fast break points and keep them in the half court sets. And I think they have too many answers. As far as the combinations that Indiana can do. Everybody going Thunder in 5, man. So it's kind of scary. It could be like back in the day, then coach too, Carlisle and the Mavs against the Heat when everybody was, he was supposed to win that series by a landslide and they lost, as we all know. So something weird about this series, man. I had a weird feeling about this series. I think there is a pathway to Indiana winning. If for them to win, they have to have the 2 of the 3 best players in the series. I think SGA is going to be number 1 regardless. They have to have Tyrese Halliburton and Pascal Siakam have to be the second and third best player. I don't know how you want to put these Pascal number 2, Tyrese number 3, or vice versa. Had to be the second and third best player in the series for them to have a chance. That means better than J-Dub, better than Chet. If those 2 can beat out those other 2 on the other side, I think they have a serious chance of winning. But tall task.
Hey, I gotta put it out there. Like I was probably like Game 5 or this series. I called both of you guys because I was trying to make a parlay. And none of you guys answered.
I called you back like 2 days later.
I
didn't see. I didn't see it 2 days later. I was like, damn.
I was DJing a party, so I couldn't answer.
I said these motherfuckers.
Nah, I was driving. I was like, I'm calling Doc back when I get home. I totally forgot. 2 days later, I
said
call this
these
back,
motherfuckers. I know. I call my boys. I need help on them making this parlay. Pick the Knicks to win. I said, man, Rand would have told me not to do that.
I would have told you nah. I would have told you no.
I knew it until I was like, Rand would have told me not to do that. T would have told me that Jalen Brunson wasn't gonna get the double-double that Halliburton was, and I'm like, fuck, god damn it.
Okay,
but
bro, let you down, bro.
I know. I be needing y'all sometimes. There was a moment I said, neither one of these Negroes answered. What are they good for?
Well, not a good win, answer because our parlay record ain't the best. So
yeah. on the show,
yeah, our parlay show ain't the best. Record ain't the best,
right? But we wasn't even gonna be on the show, so we
get something right. Me last year about his overall bets, and T, you did pretty good last year. You kind of broke even. That's pretty good.
Sure. Well, I know we first before I get there to a parlay because we can make one right now. What for this game 1? What did you think about the Knicks and Tom Thibodeau before
man? Before it was tough to see it happen, man. But me and T talked about it after before they even lost. I think it was gonna be tough for them to bring them back depending on how they lost the series, and how they lost was just he seemed like he was lost. He went against his own like beliefs. Like game 6 or whatever it was, he started playing 10 guys, 9 guys. All of a sudden, like, bro, you playing 7 guys all of a sudden, you gonna play 9 out of nowhere? You playing the line right? Like, fuck out of here, bro. No. So I think that was the tall tale right there. Like once the front office saw that, like, yeah, he's fishing for anything. He's lost right now. So I think they know next year the East is wide open. Because Tatum is out. Boston is going to be possibly make a trade this summer too. So the East is wide open, man. And they're making a move. They think they have the personnel to win. I think the personnel is the issue. Personally, I don't think Tibbs is the issue. I think it's a personnel issue. I think they got.
Yeah, that's what we said. We said the same thing. Just so you on the same page. I was like, outside of Steph, I don't think you can really name another team in NBA history besides, you said, Isaiah Thomas, where the point guard was your best player. Where a 6'1" guy, and it's like when you have a 6, you think you're Chauncey, but your whole team got to just kind of be a cohesive, good unit. It can't be your 6'1". He's your savior. He got to be your savior. Like, he be your savior some nights. We can't be your savior every night because he just ain't got the body and physicality to be able to wheel you to a
worn down. Gonna get worn down. I've been saying that for Jalen Brunson for a couple years now. I love the guy. He's a great player, but
can't be your best player.
There's number one player when he gets deep in the playoffs. It gets rough. He's easier to stop.
We all packed in and we focusing, and it's just like, yeah, okay, we're gonna let you get 35, but like, it's like, so it's not in the most efficient way, and you're winded by the time you probably need to have some, do something about down the stretch.
By game 3 or 4, them legs done.
Because like, it's a hard 35 too, where we were just talking about Shea, where sometimes he get 30. You like, damn, bro, at 35,
quiet, easy.
When Jalen Brunson has 35, he has 35. You like, yeah,
worked for it.
Like, because he's worked for it.
Yeah.
But like you said, Rand, it really just comes to the personnel. Like I said, I mentioned earlier, I said, no matter who they bring in as the head coach next year, this roster needs a complete overhaul. Not complete overhaul, but like,
they need start lineup is just not that good. I mean, they on paper they're good, but they don't mesh good. And everything I'm hearing, like they better nail this hiring, bro. They better nail this fucking hiring. You can't. I don't think you can go with a. They're saying you need a proven coach. No, ain't no proven coach out there that's going to be able to come in and have an offensive, philosophy that's going to get this team to work together. In my opinion, all the proven coaches out there are old guys. They don't have that kind of mindset. They're more defensive minded coaches. They don't have the offensive, mindset to think of new shit these days in offensive. I think you need younger coach in there. My opinion.
And then like you said, I brought the point when I know Mikal Bridges sees up for a contract this year. Do they bring him back? Who knows?
You better take a discount, man. You better take a Jalen Brunson discount. I'm not bringing him back for the max or anywhere close to it. Close to it.
But my point is, when you spend all your majority of your cap when you're starting 5, your bench is gonna be trash.
Yeah. So when you used all those draft assets last year to go get Mikal Bridges, who was a decent player, never been an all-star in his career. Yep. Used 4 unprotected first-round picks. I think it was altogether 5 first-round picks to get him. Way too much.
Mm-hmm.
Way too much. He's not that good, and he proved it this year. All year he proved it. He was decent this year, but very underwhelming for them. He had a good Celtics series. Other than that, playoffs, he was very underwhelming. Same thing with OG. You pay him $240 million for what?
Well, OG, he had better playoff series than Mikal offensively.
He still wasn't like what?
No, but
240.
But to my point, like I said, when you think of OG, he's not a guy where if Brunson needs a break, OG's not a guy where you throw it to OG, hey, go give me a bucket. No, you don't think of OG like that.
I'm not paying him $240 how you stand in the corner, bro, and play defense. Like, no. Absolutely not. And I'm hearing, analysts and other players talk about he got the Kawhi Leonard build up. I ain't seen no Kawhi Leonard skill in him at all. So you want to say the build and got the body type? Who fucking cares? Where's the skill at? I didn't see skill. I don't see any one-on-one skill with him. He's a good role player. Other than that, no. Same thing with Mikal. He's very, very streaky. Other than that, no. I'm trading. If I'm them, I'm trading. This summer, I'm trading Cat. First party. Cat. He has to go. In my opinion, he's not. He can't be a number 2, and he get paid too much to be number 3. He got to go. I'm probably trading one of our both, Mikal and OG. I'm bringing back some role players and bringing back. Hopefully, get a better 1A option other than Cat. You want to keep Cat. No, Cat Leon Rose is super close, so you're probably gonna keep Cat. I don't see him trading Cat. But you got to get rid of some of these wings, man. You got to get more depth.
Yeah, and I mean that's my big thing because it's hard to. It's like I said, next year with Boston being hurt with Tatum, like I said, the East is wide open. But They could have
run it back. They can run it back this year. They can run it back.
They could have beat Indiana. We would have had a game 7. We could have had a game 7 if they don't blow that 20-point lead to game 1.
Honestly, this is probably the year for them to take it. This after Jason Tatum got hurt, bro. This became wide open for almost any team out there, honestly, bro. Because Boston, I mean, even though they wasn't playing super impressively, like if they were healthy, they're probably gonna win it all. You know, so the fact that they got hurt, you know, OKC took care of Denver. Jokic took them to 7 to get them all he can handle though. But you know, if I'm them, they're probably gonna run it back. But I'm making a major move. Josh Hart got to go, non-factor. Like I said, you gotta pick one. Either you gotta go Cat or you gotta go Brunson. You can't have both of them starting. They both are too terrible on defense. You gotta pick one. I know they ain't gonna pick Cat over Bronson right now. Bronson is the king of New York right now. Like I said, I know what Cat is real close with Leon Rose, and you know they like family too. But you saw the beef there too with OG now. Beef with OG guys a Cat. So
I was like, I ain't like that. I ain't like that immediately after the game. How they just gonna dog like try to dog Cat off.
All the rumors coming out. All the rumors coming out about Cat. They had meetings about Cat's defense and all this. Where's that at during the season though? Where's that talk during the season?
What would that have been in the fucking series? Shit, OG had lapses all playoffs. Like
they weren't saying shit when Cat was saving the ass in fucking Detroit in the first round. They won't say none of that shit. They won't say none of that shit in the first round when Cat was saving their ass.
Cat, the reason they won the 2 in Indy.
They weren't saying none of that shit, bro.
Yeah,
so, I understand Cat has his flaws, but bro, for that to come out right after the series, man, that's nasty work in New York. And it's the issue there. Also, a question about them firing Tibbs. Question for y'all. I heard this asked. I forget who asked this today. I said that's a good question. What happens to the rest of the coaching staff? We all know Rick Bronson, Jalen Bronson's dad's on the coaching staff. What happens to that? Is he still gonna be in staff next year? He going to. If they ask me, hey, I'm clearing house. He gone too, nigga. Everybody gone, nigga.
Well, I don't know, cause like I said, I mean, like I about this point earlier, you don't fire Tibbs 25 years and you don't have an idea who your next head coach is.
And if I'm the coach coming in, I'm not coming in with these assistants. Bring my own staff coming in. Rick Bronson, you gotta go. Whoever else there, I don't know if Fizz there or no more. I don't think Fizz gone. Y'all gotta go. I'm bringing my own staff in there. I don't know who's gonna be, but I'm bringing my own staff. Y'all gotta go. And they still paying Ted $30 million.
I agree. One thing we were saying about the finals before I forget, I gotta bounce off of here myself in a few, but I still want to see what you guys think about a couple of parlay options. This is a big finals because it's going to be a new champion. Some team has never got a champion, and it's if I'm one of the players on the team, I don't think you get a better opportunity than this than win your first championship on either side. There's no Jason Tatum. There's no real heavy hitter. Shea he's coming up and he's like turning into a heavy hitter in his own right. But there's no Steph. There's no, one of those type of guys, a Jason Tatum or something that's just like, look, I'm stopping you from getting a championship. So I think we were saying it's going to be exciting in that regard that, everybody should be really hungry because these opportunities don't come around often.
Mm-mm. Like I said, same thing next year. Next year is kind of wide open, man. So could be a chance for whoever wins this year to double up and go next year, but take bring the same team back. Or I'm hearing it's gonna be a crazy summer, man. I'm hearing trades are gonna be crazy. I'm hearing free agency is not gonna be that crazy, but I'm hearing it's gonna be trades.
Two other things.
We'll see.
We can get to the parlay tomorrow. Two other things before I gotta bounce. You got I heard a rumor that Garland could end up in Minnesota. It's just one of the NBA guys. They're saying that could happen. Do you think that would work?
I think he definitely out of there.
I said he talked about it a little earlier. I said it would work, but that wouldn't be enough to get Minnesota over the hump.
Yeah, depending on what they have to give up for him, because Garland does make a lot of money, so they probably have to go like Jay McDaniels or Jay. I don't know if it's McDaniels. I always get him mixed up with the quarterback.
Jay McDaniels.
So they depending on what they have to give up. I think it would help them out a lot, but like I said, depending on what they have to give up. They got to give up too much defensively. And is he enough, man? Because
he's gonna be he's gonna be. I mean, if they bring back Julius, he's gonna be the third option.
He's nice, man. But if I'm them, and I know you kind of move now because you just got back to back West Conference Finals, so you trying to capitalize on what you got now, but and still young. I'm trying to develop my young guys, man, like my Rob Dillingham's, my Terrence Shannon Jr. I'm trying to develop those young guys, bro. I'm sorry,
Free Terrence Shannon Jr.
Yeah, and free Rob Dilly, man. Like both those guys can ball. I'm trying to get those guys ball. They're on small deals. They need to start doing what OKC's doing. They get these young guys the fucking ball and give them in the games, bro. Get these young guys developed, and then you can add on one guy maybe that's at a mid level, a little bit higher. But there's Garland. I mean, he's very expensive, and I don't think he's that much of a needle mover. So I wouldn't do it.
All right, fair. Next, there's a rumor that says LeBron James is opting in. What's your take?
I think he has to, honestly, because if he opts out, that no trade clause he has is gone. I don't think we give him that shit again. So I think he after last year, after having last year, I cannot give my risk. That the risk is me get traded for the fucking nothing. No, for anybody. Shit, I might get traded for fucking Melo Ball. Who knows? Shit.
And Rob Pelinka is the guy who will do it too. So
Brian opting in because he wants that no trade clause to be intact, and I think if he opts out, I don't think we get a shit to him anymore. So he's smart.
You right. From that regard, it is a smart move because he ain't like he Kobe. And when I say Kobe, like he's not ingrained in Laker Nation, where it's like, so you can go. Like
opt out, bro. You're not getting that. I thought you want to LeBron, but you ain't getting no trade clause. We're gonna sign you back for max if you want to. That no trade clause is gone, bro. It's gone. So in January, if we get called for KD, nigga, or Wemby, nigga, whoever, you on the table. All I gotta say, Luka, untouchable. LeBron, hey, he touchable now. Come get him. Come get him if you want to come get him. And Bronny, shit, take Bronny with you. I hear the rumor. Bronny gonna be Bronny gonna get like 15 minutes next year. I see that rumor.
15
minutes.
15 minutes a game. It said Bronny's gonna be in rotation next year. 15, 17 minutes a game.
15, I think. All right, look, on those grounds, I think that the Lakers should be coming at Bron like, look, Bron, are we doing right by you? We want to win. You got to take a little pay cut, bro. Like, we're giving your son the money. You got to take a little pay cut. And it's like what I said. Let me preface my comments because down here, if Bron's like, no, I'm okay with people all get your money. I can't tell you, but as in the position he is with the money he's made, it's like take a little pay cut so you got a better chance to win another championship.
And that's to all the older guys, bro. If you're not mostly older guys in the league right now, you're no longer good enough to be the 1A on a championship team no more. KD, you same guy. You very good, KD, but you're not 1A no more, bro. You're not. If you want to get a chance to win,
KD is good enough he's good enough to be your best player on certain nights, but night in, night out, I don't want KD can't be your best player.
You don't play enough games anymore, bro. Unfortunately, you're not. We don't want you to play that many games anymore either. We don't want you to be 1A no more, bro. You're 35, 36. You say to LeBron, you're 40 years old now, bro. Go be number 3 somewhere.
Ain't nothing wrong with these old guys being Mariano Rivera. If y'all don't know, Yankees legendary closer.
No, very useful. Very useful, legendary. Last season, he was still out there getting Ks. You know what I'm saying? But you can't be taking this much of a cap up when you're not that good. You're still very, very good. You're still a legacy player in the league, but we gotta be that. They got stuff in the mirror and be real here, man. You only chance to win. Look at these teams as winning. They got one guy getting that money, and all these guys that are better than you right now are getting less than you're getting right now. So you gotta follow suit, bro.
I feel like I would have been like, look, the money we giving Bronny. If you look at every 55th pick in the last, nobody's making that money that Bronny's made. If you look at all the 55th picks, probably in the last 10 years.
Yeah, I mean it's some out there who got guaranteed deals, but it wasn't the amount he got. Yeah, it wasn't the amount he got. So yeah, man. I saw the rumor. I thought it was funny, man. They said he's going to be in rotation next year for sure. I said,
well, as long
as he prove this year. I mean, he had a good end of the season. I'll give him that.
Well, I hope he does well. I need
to see more. I don't want to just. I can't. You can't just give him that. I need to see it.
As long as we're going to be real about it. If he get out there and he's struggling and he's still getting 15 minutes,
cut the minutes down. But hey, if he's looking good out there, you look at his advanced stats and per 36 looking good. Hey, fuck it. Keep giving around.
I'm hoping it turns out he's a dog. He started to look really good in that G League and shit.
Yeah. So. Last part of the season, he looked last like 2 months, he looked real good, man. So like I said, I just need to see it. Just hearing him say that he's basically just being given this spot though, it's cringe, man. It's very cringe worthy to me.
Yeah, and
I'm all for nepotism. Go ahead, go for it. I mean, if the goal's not.
Y'all see the Ainge just got a job. The Danny Ainge son just got hired in Utah.
But he also has been working in the league for 15 years. So
yeah, I mean, and he also was coaching G League. He definitely paid his dues. But it's just it's just Danny Ainge. Ainge got a job in Utah.
That last name. Yep.
Yeah.
Utah, where they from?
I'm for nepotism. If I can put my seed in the top of the line, and
hey,
I'm gonna do it.
Come over here. I ain't got an interview, bro. You got your shoe in.
But
nah, man, it's facts.
Anything for our goatee, or we got?
The Suns did hire a new head coach. They do have their.
Oh yeah, I did see it earlier.
They hired Cavaliers assistant Jordan Ott.
Man, these assistants are getting shots, man. I hope he does good. A lot of people out there are saying these young guys shouldn't get shots, but I mean, you gotta get a start somewhere. Will Hardy's doing a good job out in Utah with the young assistant. A lot of these guys that came up as assistants, they doing pretty good in the league. So, guess we'll see. I don't want to say good job. I don't want to say bad job. We'll see how it goes.
It just be funny. I mean, different sports, but like when coordinators get head coach jobs in NFL, it's like we can specifically point to why they got it. Oh, they was in charge. They ran the offense. Like when assistant head coaches got jobs, like Jordan Knott, like it's just the head coach job. Like, bro, what did you do? Like, what's
we don't know. It's not as because in football you got that title. You got the offensive coordinator.
Yeah, offensive defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Right.
So in basketball, you don't have those titles, but usually the assistant coaches have
the same thing.
Yeah,
but
like your defense, your offense, your whatever. I don't know what he did, but I'm sure in coaching circles in the league, he's probably well known what he's good at. Like I said, I'm not sure what it is. I haven't heard too much about him.
I wish we get that a little more of that in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
Like assistant head coach, what do they specialize in? Why they
you remember Tibbs was the assistant head coach for Doc Rivers back in 2008.
Oh yeah, he was a defense guy.
He was a defense guy, but we know about him. I have no idea. I had no idea who he was when he got the job in Chicago. I didn't know where he came from. So I'm guessing it's known out there, but it's not as known to like the casuals and like to the fans. So it needs to be known to the fans more. It needs to be highlighted more, like what the assistant coaches do. And also the head coach. Football is more so known like that head coach is defense head coach, that guy is offensive head coach. And in basketball, niggas don't really be talking about that shit for real. It's more so like coaches kind of be there for rotations and shit.
Who was the last head coach?
Players get hella credit in basketball for some reason.
Who was the last head coach we seen like, oh, that's his specialty? I mean, it's probably more, but first coach came to mind for me was Phil with the triangle.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, that was even Tex Winter. That was even Tex thing though.
I'm thinking about like Tibbs defense. Mostly like defense. It's gonna be like guys like D'Antoni 7 seconds or less. D'Antoni he passed offense.
D'Antoni, yeah.
Doc Rivers losing 3-1 leads.
Yeah, bro. You can bet he's gonna do that. That's something you can lay your hat on.
Nah, but I don't know. I guess the only one I think of right now for real.
Yeah, a little bit more transparency when it comes.
Yeah, it'd be nice to know more in the league.
Other than that, I think we answered everything. Tibbs. We talked about Tibbs. We previewed the finals. Game 1 is tomorrow night. I think we touched everything. So I think we are good for tonight, fellas.
So I'm gonna send some stuff in the group chat and we'll put it on later. If you guys can respond so I can make a successful parlay, I'd appreciate it. So what we'll do is we'll make a parlay, guys, and we'll post it on
post it on our socials for sure.
So you guys can see it.
For game 1, right? So you're talking about game 1, you got enough, right?
Yeah, game 1. Yeah.
I would say because I ain't betting in baseball.
Hockey and baseball. I
don't do the baseball.
Baseball. I've been somehow I dibble and dabble with hockey sometimes, but that shit's unpredictable. I ain't gonna lie, shit's hard.
WNBA, I dabble in that, but yeah,
that shit be hard too, man. I seen them niggas that bet on Angel Reese men's bucket that first.
Hey, man, I'm about to hop on that wave. They make a little
comedy,
pay,
bro. That was comedy, for sure. I'm hopping on that wave. Or shit, turnovers per game. Hopping on that wave. It should be sloppy as hell. Shit, be up on that shit.
You got everybody hop on the offensive rebound wave. That's probably like how many she get. Like it got to be a high number, or else
I said they're gonna make it like 12. Shit.
I would say yeah.
But still though,
take the under shit.
Vegas knows. They always know something.
Yeah, they be knowing, man. Fixes in.
All right, bros.
Now we appreciate everybody tapping in with us as always. Down to the Wire 513, episode 381. Make sure you give us a follow on everything. Down to the Wire 513. No sports and spirits Friday this week, but we will be on sometime before game 2. So make sure y'all like, subscribe to us on YouTube, hit that notification bell so you know next time we're on live. For the good brother, Fly Man Rand, Josh Tyke Evans, Terrence Bland's been Down to the Wire 513. We'll catch y'all next time. We out.
Peace.